We had a mishap yesterday. The Danettes were playing a little pickleball, and everybody had on their pickleball shoes except for Todd. And Todd left his, they're called Tyrol. They're the best shoes you can buy. They came in and gave us these shoes. Well, Todd didn't have his. Next thing you know, and he's playing great, and then there was a moment when he was trying to go Rafael Nadal on everybody, and then the mishap happened.
Because the typical shoes and sneakers, and I did some research after the fact, unfortunately, don't help with the different moves and stopping and starting, and you move your feet in different ways. And I should have used the very special pickleball shoes that you guys were wearing, and then I wouldn't have had that problem. And I wouldn't have been in urgent care yesterday getting x-rays.
Give me the pain tolerance level that you're on right now.
As I'm sitting here, I'm fine. As soon as I get up, it's like a 9.
9.
For sure. I can't put any pressure at all on my left heel.
9.
I just can't at all.
Okay.
It feels like there's like glass in my
Well, I saw your car parked as close to the door as possible, and I knew that you were hurt.
If there was a way I could have pulled the car in right up to my desk, I would have done that, but it just doesn't fit.
Yes, Eaton.
As someone who occasionally suffers from foot issues myself, 'cause I do occasionally get gout, which is kind of humiliating to admit. It's truly awful to have, you're just sitting and everything is fine. And the minute you try to stand up, your like foot feels like it's being torn off your body. That's just terrible. That being said, we do have a poll question up there. Which of Todd's injuries was, I don't know, worse, I guess is a word we're using.
More humiliating?
Yeah.
Softer?
You can read into the context of what we're discussing here.
Yeah.
Worst Todd injury, Todd's pickleball foot or his wiffle ball elbow. Right now, it's 63% of the vote. We've got wiffle ball elbow. That is still more humiliating.
All I know is when I came in, now they played wiffle ball. The backroom guys play wiffle ball out in the field house. I come back later in the day, and they go, "You missed it." And I'll go, "What do you mean?" Todd was unbelievable playing wiffle ball. He was hitting, shots. He was great. And then next day I said, "Hey, man, you killed it in wiffle ball." He goes, "Yeah, but I think I got hurt." I said, "Who gets hurt in wiffle ball?" But you did.
Went for x-rays on that, too. And I was trying to convince the orthopedist. Are you sure I don't need Tommy John? I know something's not right with my ligament.
No, you did not.
I always like to get checked out.
Did you go to the doctor?
I had to get looked at because I couldn't bend my arm at one point. I couldn't get full motion of my arm after that. I think swinging a light bat like that, my hardest. It's like throwing a Nerf ball when I was a kid growing up. You keep throwing something that has like no weight to it, puts a lot of pressure on your shoulder and arm.
Should we just not include you with things?
I like to play. I just don't like what happens to me when I do play. I enjoyed playing wiffle ball up until the point that I couldn't bend my arm, and now I'm limping and I'm on basically 1 foot right now.
See,
just
man,
from playing pickleball.
This is why health insurance pisses me off. I never go to the doctor, ever. I never use it. I never do anything. I have it just in case, like, one day something might happen. Todd's in the hospital 4 times a week getting some random knee pain, like whatever, this and that, and we both have to pay the same health insurance. It drives me crazy.
It is extremely unfair if you think about it that way. At least I'm using the
I never
the money.
use it. I never go. I'm like, no, it hurts, but whatever. You just figure it out. No big deal. I just ignore everything. Todd's there constantly. Same health insurance.
Even when the doctor says don't show up, I'll still knock on the door anyway. I'll ring. I think I still need an appointment. I'm convincing them.
But okay, this has to do with your upbringing too.
No question about it. I went for a throat culture every week because if I had the slightest cough, I'd be rushed to see if I had strep throat. And my mom once convinced one of our doctors to give me a shot in the tush, is what they did back in the 70s. And everything was fine. And he wasn't going to do that. She went back in the room, said something to him, and next thing I know, my brother and I had our pants down and we're getting a needle in our tush. So what is that all about?
They don't do that anymore, do they?
They don't, thankfully, because that's painful. You would think because of it's a little meaty back there, that's a good spot. It's not. It's really not.
All right.
Your tush.
Yes, Paul.
I'd like to add to the poll.
You had the tush push before.
And rectal thermometers, too.
Oh,
God.
Come on, man.
I'd like to add to the poll. Remember when we were doing a photo shoot for like Eddie Bauer shirts? Todd went down when Seton tackled him.
It literally was for Eddie Bauer shirt.
It was for Eddie Bauer flannels in Los Angeles.
Yes.
We shot a docile throwing around the football video. Todd went down on one knee after the catch, came up almost screaming in pain, and had a serious rib injury. And then there's, of course, the hotel in Las Vegas where he fell during the night.
He got up in the middle of the night.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
I'm way too big and old at this point to be taking flight in the darkness in the middle of the night because I banged my foot on a part of furniture that I didn't know existed there.
I would have loved to have seen you flying through the air.
That was
middle of
scary.
the night, no clothes on.
I was like stupid man instead of Superman. I'm just flying with no cape, just a pair of socks, and that's it.
Stupid man.
And the headband that I like to wear, my goat headband that I like to wear to bed.
Stupid man.
Stupid man.